Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Room1 podcast. I'm very excited to have a doctor from the Pacific Northwest with me today. He's from Washington State, Dr. Paul Reed. He's the host of the annual ChiroFest, if you're familiar with that. We're extremely excited to have him here for Room1 in Las Vegas, April 20th and 21st. So thanks for taking a little time to do sort of a spoiler to let people know what to look forward to here in Vegas.
Oh, thanks for having me on, Ben. I appreciate it.
Good. And I want to ask you something I haven't asked anybody else yet in the podcast that we've done for the pre-speakers.
Okay.
What is the most exciting thing that you are seeing in chiropractic right now?
You know, a couple fold. One being, I think, with the ability to get messages out through social media, i.e. Instagram, Facebook, what have you. It's giving us a platform to be able to share our story and our truth and how we practice and teach and instruct people. It's given us a platform without us having to spend a lot of money, right? So we're not having to have the drug companies' money to do commercials and advertisements on TV. We can get that same message out through social media. And so it's given us an opportunity again to share our message to large amounts of people without having to spend a dime. It just takes a little bit of your time and you being on spot with what you own and do and whatnot. So I think that's really kind of the biggest trend I've noticed within our profession is our ability to disseminate information to the masses.
That's fantastic. Yeah, it's very exciting time to be alive. So let me ask you this. Chiropractors should really be the healthcare authorities. We know that the medical model has a position in emergency care, but for healthcare, it should really be chiropractors that are authorities. What do you think chiropractors should be doing right now to position themselves to take on that role in the eyes of the public?
Can I repeat myself? No.
Sure, yeah.
It really comes right back down to that same thing. So I think we should each be sharing knowledge to the community, just volunteering it, giving it to them at unlimited access. So don't, just do messages every day. Like another one of your speakers that I've recently met, become friends with, is doing such an amazing job at Dr. John. He is continuously disseminating information into the world to help people live better lives naturally. And that's really, our job as a chiropractor is help them express their full potential from above, down, inside out, and helping them discover the tools to replace back in their tool bag. Our body is just a giant tool bag, and we need to make sure that it has all those tools to perform ideally and optimally. And so our job as chiropractors is to help replace those tools, to give that patient the what it needs necessary to, again, help their body express as much potential as possible.
That's good. And so we've heard a lot, you've got to practice what you preach, but you're really saying you need to preach what you practice too.
Both. You're exactly right. Yeah. Preach it to the masses, and then you better be practicing it. Because, again, docs want to succeed in practice. And then they're living incongruent lives. They're telling their patients to, it'd be equivalent to a pastor saying, hey, read the Bible daily and walk a certain way. And then, that pastor outside of his four walls of his church is doing something incongruent with what he's teaching. Well, same thing with a chiro, right? If you're not congruent and living the lifestyle that you're teaching, you're teaching or preaching to your patients to live, there's some incongruencies and imbalances. And then your people are going to feel that, and they're not going to follow you and look to you as a leader. So I think it's, for us to get our message out, we have to be living that message that we're screaming across the masses, So if you're going to get on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter and scream a message to the people about how they should be doing something, well, you best be doing that yourself to make sure that you're, living optimally. So.
Absolutely. And what I like about what you've done, Dr. Paul, too, is you've succeeded in chiropractic, no question about that, but you've also gone to the next realm, which is significance, where you're rolling out the model that was successful. Again, you have multiple clinics, you're helping hundreds and hundreds of people succeed. I just want to ask you this. After you speak in Room1, are you going to be around for a while where doctors can ask you questions one-on-one about how you're doing and stuff?
Absolutely. I will be there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So what would you say to somebody that's seeing the lineup of speakers, they really want to come in their heart of hearts, but maybe they just haven't decided whether they're going to make the time or investment in themselves yet?
It's the same thing with ChiroFest, but it's, there's certain events throughout the year that people just, need to schedule appropriately, but be there to keep yourself focused and engaged. And, what we like to say, dipped in the principles of who we are. When you come around like-minded brothers and sisters in our profession, it gives you more power to go home and share that truth with more passion, more purpose, and more intent. So it's a small investment, your guys' fee to register. The few $100s they're going to spend on their ticket and the flight and hotel is insignificant to the amount that they're going to make on the back end, whether it's just, their self-confidence to a procedure they may have learned, or their passion that's going to get reignited to help them become a better chiropractor. So it's, the amount that anybody pays to go to any seminar is insignificant amount that they're going to receive from that seminar to help them be better. So.
Good. All right. For those of you listening, you can go get your tickets at room1lasvegas.com. Room1lasvegas.com has information about the speakers, the program, the hotel, everything you need, and a place to get tickets where you'll save $50 right now if you do it today, because the early bird special is still running. Any closing thoughts you would like to leave, or nuggets of wisdom you have for people listening to this?
Again, I just want to thank you guys for having me come out and speak. I appreciate the opportunity, but I would encourage people to get there, right? You guys got a great lineup. There's 10, 12 speakers, something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a great lineup, from Dr. John to Dr. Kelly to Dr. Dane to Dr. Alex. The list goes on and on and on. So it's going to have, multiple people going to be pouring into you over the weekend. So make sure you're there.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks for taking the time to do this. We appreciate it.
You bet, brother.
See you in April.